on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here with you. And, Charles, we look at this Virginia Beach team entering this game. It's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they, too, were winners last time out. So something's got to give here.
And I love it when...
Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondary... because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
On the ground with a rookie from Auburn. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. But you look at this defense, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers, takeaways they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. To throw, it's May. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Deep to return is Darius Davis. A 40-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he's off to a tremendous start here through 2 weeks of the season. Already 9 touchdown passes. Everyone wants to come out and generate a little momentum. He's done that and more, no question about it.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down. So what an exciting time here in this great American city. When you looked at the most likely places for a relocated team to move to, thought about London, Mexico City, maybe St. Louis, San Diego, but no, the decision was made. This is the place this ownership group wanted to move the team to. And if the early returns are any indication, they made the right call. What a scene.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Herbert changing things up. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. But you look at this defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, you know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Here's May. He completes it to Henry. And Henry's going to pick up a Patriots first down as he's up past the 45-yard line.
And the Patriots first down.
To the air, May. This complete to Lockett. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one finds McConkey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. This defense for the Pats, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's another Virginia Beach. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
Play action. It's Herbert. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Herbert off of play action. They'll roll him out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Herbert throwing again. Rolling to his right. Pass complete right side to Bowers. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now it's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They snap it to Herbert. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw, May. And that is incomplete. But pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. Returnable here for Davis. It'll be a net of 39. 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. But the Virginia Beach offense set to take over. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. But you could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your 3rd grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
So call off the pick 6.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described.
Automatic 1st down.
But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now a 2nd and 2. Herbert now. That's to Bowers once again. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down. Second down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Here's Herbert. He gets it to Johnston. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Quentin Johnston, 27 yards. And the Lumberjacks are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was Quentin Johnston who finished that drive off with a touchdown grab. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Complete. It's Henry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing here is May. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. Off the play fake, here's May. It's caught, Lockett. Some strong running at the 20. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. Stevenson forcing his way into the end zone. He was not to be denied. It's a touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Quentin Johnston and the offense back to work. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
We'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught at the 25. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. And they rattle off a big one. 64 yards.
And not only does Justin Herbert have one of the biggest arms in the game, I don't know that anyone throws a prettier pass. Every time he throws the football, I just want to slow it down and have it be a highlight type of a throw. And oftentimes it is, just as we saw there.
And a decent game there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the Patriots 10-yard line.
Another run here with Dobbins. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line.
Dobbins is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Now Herbert got to get him to the line in a hurry.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And Johnston sent in motion. Touchdown! Quentin Johnston with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lumberjacks are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the shotgun, it's May. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Make it 2 weeks in a row now. He's kind of been Johnny on the spot. A fumble recovered last week, and now 2 in a row.
Reminds me a little bit of an old teammate of mine. We used to call him the Vulture because he would swoop in and clean up after the play was made. But, boy, we said it with a lot of affection because he made a lot of game-changing plays by getting to the football that had been knocked loose.
What was your nickname, by the way?
Can you go get me some water, guy, please? The rest of us are
right. Too humble. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. One more time with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
The Pats going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's May. He finds his man, complete. It's Craig. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's 3rd and 7. On play action, May. To the sideline and incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Lumberjacks offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 31-yard line.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. Open man right side is Sharp. Touchdown! Ladd McConkey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lumberjacks are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads into bigger errors.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing in the coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident.
In trouble, and he's taken down. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. .47-yard punt, a return of 4. And that will come the offense as they take over. But the Virginia Beach offense set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. But he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there. 59 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. They'll throw with May. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw, it's May. Short pass caught by Henry. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Play action. May. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Final minute now in the third quarter. Up the middle they go. Craig. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. To the air, May. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Craig. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. This 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. And this is caught by Allen for a Patriots touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point by York is up and good.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Well, the Virginia Beach offense set to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Short throw caught by Bowers.
And quickly they get to the line.
It's a game of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now it's Herbert. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They snap it to Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
Big loss here as he's taken down.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Play action. It's Herbert.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
And they're going to speed things up here.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like the defense has got it.
And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Herbert going to change the play here. They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lumberjacks will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Patriots offense and Drake May headed back onto the field. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. May.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand. And that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They're going on 4th down. May.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Dobbins trying the left side.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Lumberjacks are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. New England's offense set to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Throwing here is May.
They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
From the gun, it's May.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to have it here at their own 15. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat